He's right. He's right. He's right.
Test, test, test. All right. All right, Mr. Bowles, Mr. Hammer, Mrs. Schreiber. Let's see, Mr. Rogers, Mr. Zach, Mr. Logan, Mr. Alex. I'm going to put you over here, just give you a little bit more room. That's why. So maybe on the end here. Mr. Kraus. I'll scoot you over, Alicia. All right, Mr. Noah, right here, please. Mr. Jake, you're going to be right here, sir. All right. Next to your dad. Okay, Miss Shelby here, and Miss Lana right here, please. Good. Yep. All right, from here, face the flags, please. Turn to face your parents, please. Okay, 경례. Turn to face me, please. 사부님께 경례. 안녕하십니까? 도장헌. 하나, 둘, 셋. 정신에도. All right, let's warm it up. Hands on the hips. We're going to rotate the neck side to side. Ready? 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Up and down, please. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Rotate your hips, please. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Other way. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Feet together now. Hands on your knees. Rotate your knees. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Other way, please. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. All right, spread your feet 2 shoulder widths apart. Face right. Touch your head to your leg. Hold that stretch. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. And up to the middle now. Try and touch your elbows to the floor, please. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. And up to the left side now. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. And good. Keep facing left. Bend your right knee. Keep your left foot straight. Sit down as far as you can and hold. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. And up, other side. Same thing, please. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. And up. Good. Sit down for me, please. Legs open up as wide as you can. Turn to your left. Reach over with that right hand. Try and touch your toes for me, please. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. And up, other side. Same thing, please. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. And up to the middle now. Try and touch your elbows to the floor. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. And up. Bring those feet together, legs straight out in front. Reach forward and touch your toes. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. And up. Bottoms of the feet together now. Butterfly stretch. Push those knees all the way to the floor. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. And up. Good. Stand up, please. Turn around and fix your toe box. Shake out the legs just a little bit. All right, 준비. Let's go back in a fighting stance and key up. Hiya! From here, let's start off with some upchuggies, please. Front kick, front kick. When you do the front kick today, I want you to concentrate on two things for me. First one is the knee lift. Second one is the heel position. So when you're lifting your knee, right, you lift your knee up as high as you can. That's the simple part. What you need to also concentrate on when you lift the knee up is keeping the heel back by your butt. Okay, as you bring the knee up, keep the heel back. The tendency for all of us is when we lift our knee high, we bring the heel forward. Okay? So what happens is that you don't get a lot of snap on your kick. Right? There's not a lot of snap. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to develop a little bit more power in the kick. So when you bring your knee up, keep the heel back, then extend it out. Once you extend it out, retract, keep the knee in the exact same position before you place it down. Right? So as we're doing this, don't worry about kicking high. Right? Take your time with this. Kick low and down, that's fine. Okay? Don't let your knee drop though, whatever you do. All right, let's try it. Ready? Front kicks. Hana! Back fist punch. 둘. Turn around. You turn. Set. Net. Turn around. You turn. Set. One foot down. There you go. Set. There you go. Turn around. You turn. Here go. Dropping your knee. There you go. That's better. Turn around. You turn. I hope. There you go, sir. There you go, sir. Turn around. You turn. Hana. Knees dropping a little bit. There you go. Good. All right, turn around. So now we're going to do the roundhouse kick, which is just a turning front kick. Okay. So when we do the roundhouse kick, it's going to be the same thing. So when you pick your knee up, you want to keep your heel back and you're going to turn your body so that the knee is pointed sideways. Then you'll extend and come back, put it down. Same thing as we did with the front kick. Keep the knee right where it's at. Extend, come right back, then place it down. Okay, ready? Hana! Roundhouse kicks. Okay, be careful, slow it down. Turn around, set. There you go, sir. Good. Net. You can even kick a little bit lower if you need to, sir. There you go. Turn around, set. Which you set. That one's good. That one was good. Turn around, Here we go. Mr. Jake, you should be kicking this way, sir. Switch your feet. Kick. Okay, turn around, I hope. Yay! Not bad. So you're still doing that. So try to keep the knee up when you pull back. There you go, and then put it down. Turn around, Good. Turn around, All right, this time from here. Miss Lana, let's do axe kick, straight up, straight down this time. Everyone else, yup chuggy, side kick. So when we do the side kick, from your fighting stance position, you want to make sure you turn all the way to the side. I want the shoulder facing your target. At this point, when you lift your knee up, you're halfway. You're 90 degrees pivoted. When you extend the kick out, you finish the pivot all the way out. So you're at 180 degrees. Once you get the extension out, pull the knee back in, then place it down. That's the hardest part of this kick. So you want to make sure that once you extend it out, bring it back in before you place it on the ground. Once again, don't worry about kicking high right now. Kick low. Get that control. 2 and down. Ready? Hana! You got to pivot a little bit more, ma'am. Turn around. Set. Net. Turn around. The set. Knees dropping. Be careful. You set. Yeah, not bad, sir. Turn around. Tighten your belt, sir. You're good. Remember, you lift your toes, sir. You want to hit like this, not like this. You die. Turn around. I hope. A little bit more pivot, Miss Shelby. Yay! You too, Miss Alicia. Turn around. Hana! A little bit more pivot. You got it. Yay! Excellent, Miss Lana. Good axe kick. Turn around. All right. So white belts, let's stick with the axe kick again, or front kick. Let's go back to front kick. Yellow belts, let's stick with the side kick again, please. All right, senior yellow belts, you're also going to stick with the side kick, please. Green belts and up, let's go to the hook kick. Hook kicks this time. Ready? Same motion. All you're going to do now is once you extend the kick out, bend your knee. Okay? Besides the bend, you want to make sure that you're pulling the knee toward your backside. Okay? That's what your hook does. It's not just a bend of the knee, it's actually extension and pull. Okay? Ready? Hana! Mm-hmm. Yes. Turn around. All right. Ready? Set. Oh, sorry, right there. There you go, right there. That's perfect. Net here to here. There you- It's all right. It's all right. Turn around, you little. That's it. Not bad, not bad. It's it. Here to here. Yeah. Turn around, you little. Here go. Okay, not bad. Not bad. There we go. Good. Turn around, you little. I hope. Yeah, see, you doing this. Come straight across. I hope. Turn around, you little. Yay! Just go low. Too high. Too high. Kick here. Ha! Turn around, you little. All right. White belts, let's do a roundhouse kick this time, please. Yellow belts, let's do crescent kick, please. Senior yellow belts, let's do reverse side kicks, please. Green belts, you're going to continue with hook kicks. Senior green belts and up, reverse spinning hook kick this time. So throw that reverse side kick a little early and then follow through. Okay? So once again, we're not trying to kick high right now. We're just working on the rotation. So kick low, pull all the way through the target. Ready? Hana! That one was better. Turn around, Dilo. Set. It's good, Mr. Zach. I like it. Net. Oh, much better, Mr. Rogers. Turn around, Dilo. Set. Yep. Now don't grab it. Don't just make sure you pull the heel in. It's hot. Turn around, you little. Here go. Not bad, Mr. Hammer. Good. You die. Turn around, you little. I hope. Yay! All right, turn around, you little. Hana! Okay, turn around, you little. Everyone, come on. And show, relax. Take a quick break, get some water, please. Yeah, big circle. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, don't try to stop it. It's a momentum kick, so you stop. Correct. Correct. All right, so back row, let's have you scoot up to this line here, please. So one line forward. Front row, let's have you also step up one line forward, please. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna work a little bit on stance positioning or the length of stance. So everyone's standing on the line right now. Put your toes on the line, please. Okay. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna step back with one foot, place it right behind the front foot, place it down one, and then you're gonna step back one more time, heel to toe, and step back, and then step out into your Chumbi position. Okay. So what you're going to do is we're going to work on our low block, and we're going to step into a walking stance, right? And we're going to do our low blocks. So that line that's in front of you now, that's how long your stance should be. So we want our toes to touch that line. We don't want it to go past the line. We don't want it to come up short of the line. You're going to step all the way to the line, and we're going to execute the low block at the same time. Remember, the low block starts from your shoulder with the pinky, rotates down in front. Okay, and then advanced students, right? Remember, the thumb on the bottom hand is at the belt, and you pull across. Okay. So as you're practicing, you can look down. There's nothing wrong with that. Look down, make sure your foot gets to the line, right? As you do this more frequently, what I would suggest is don't alternate right now. Just stick with the one side for a while. Just get comfortable, and then pretty soon you should be able to lift your head up, and you should be able to hit that mark without having to look down. Okay? The other thing too is if this feels really weird to you, what I would suggest is to hold the position for about 10 to 15 seconds and then return. And then as you step again, hold that position. Okay? So we're doing 2 things. We're focusing on the spacing of your walking stance. Every Poomsae that we do has a walking stance. Every Poomsae also has a low block in it. So we're practicing both techniques that are found in every Poomsae from white belt to black belt. So, all right. So I'm going to let you work a little bit. All right. If you get your spacing mixed up again, then go ahead and step up to the line and then step back 1, 2. So the walking stance length is 3 total feet. You have your back foot, you have an imaginary foot, and then you have a front foot. That's how deep it should be. Okay. It's similar to having what your normal walking stride is. Okay. So this is a little trick that I teach my Poomsae team because precision in stances is very important in order to execute the technique correctly. No, not stepping backwards, sir. We're doing low blocks. Remember I told you, step on the line first, both feet on the line, toes on the line, not the feet, toes on the line. Okay. Step back with 1 foot right behind the foot. 1. No. Your toe should be where the heel is. That's 1. Then you step back a second time, 2. And then you step out to your chumbi. Now you step forward to the line. Don't move your other foot, sir. Why'd you move this back foot? Why'd you move this foot? See, now you got it all mixed up again. Now you got to start all over, sir. Pay attention. Oh, you're past the line. Should be hitting that line. Yep. Come here, not here. There you go.
It's shorter than I didn't realize. Like, I'm stepping longer than I should, I think.
At times. Other times you're like this as well.
You're watching.
I am. I have to.
You're not going to call him out. You always talk about this. If you're Mr. Hammer, you have longer steps.
He does have longer steps. He has bigger feet too. So that's why he's behind you a little bit. Yes. So. Okay, so now I think most everyone's kind of got the idea. So what I need you to do is there are lines that are going front to back of the school. I need you to straddle the line equally. So we don't want, 1 foot just barely on the line. We want the feet equal. Okay? So the space in between our feet, which is in this chumbi stance, is 1 foot length in between our feet. Okay? This is where everything gets confusing, right? When you step forward, the tendency for people to step, they step across their body. So what happens is that your feet right now are on railroad tracks. Okay, your feet are on 2 separate tracks. When you step forward or when you turn, a lot of times you put both feet on the same track. Okay, what we're trying to do is we need to keep the feet on the 2 separate tracks. So when you do your walking stance, you need to bring that foot forward just a little bit on the same track. And then you pivot just a little bit on the back foot. Okay? So it should look like this motion here. Okay? Once again, the tendency is to try to move toward the line of the other leg. So then your stance kind of gets off. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to maintain this spacing in between our feet. Right? The toes, that spacing should always remain the same. Right? The heels will come closer based on the pivot of your back foot. All right? Okay, so now as you're doing this, go ahead and look down and make sure that your foot is moving straight ahead. And once again, this is going to feel weird for a lot of people because we tend to go this way and change lines. So, all right, I'll let you work on that just a little bit. Try with this hand. So if you're stepping with this leg, no. If you're stepping with right leg, you need to block with right hand. If you're stepping with left leg, you need to block with left hand, sir. Okay? So Miss Lana, let's keep the feet equal. So right now you're like this, right? Instead of right in the middle, right? Your feet should be right in the middle of the 2 lines here. Okay, so yeah, like that. But probably a little bit wider. There you go, good. Right, and then we step back, 1, 2, 3. Boom. Okay, and then that way we can practice going to the line. So you see how my feet always stay here. 1, 2, yep. And then start from here, yep. 2. Just like that, good. Okay, and try to get your feet right at the line, toes right at the line. Just a little bit wider, Miss Shelby. Yeah, there you go. Because we want 1 foot length in between our feet. That's how wide our stance should be. So then when we step forward, we just stay here. Don't go this way. Okay? Feels weird, doesn't it?
Huh?
Feels weird, doesn't it?
Not really.
Huh? You're not getting to the, well, one, you're not balanced. So you're like here and here. You should be straddled here. So 1 foot length right in between. And it should be even on each side of this line. And then you step straight forward. 1. See how you moved your foot in?
Oh, yeah.
See? Got to move straight down. If the visual is throwing you off, that's okay. What you can do is you can scoot over and put 1 foot on the line, the foot that you're moving on the line, and practice moving it down the line. Okay? For some people, this visual kind of throws them off. Fine. Just step on the line and then step down the line, just like this. 1, 2. No bend on those knees on the walking stance. There's no bend on the knees on the walking stance. So on the walking stance, remember, we don't bend our knees at all. It's just straight up, straight down, knees straight. The back foot should be open about 30 degrees to the direction you're facing. So the toes should be kind of flared out a little bit on the walking stance. No. You walk like this, man? Yeah, I'm sure you do. Does it feel a little awkward or?
Yeah, I feel like I'm a hero.
Got it. Mm. spacing's a little bit off in between. Yeah. And then once again, too, you have to pivot a little bit, right? No heel turns, right? Ball the foot turn. That's the next stance. That's front stance. Yeah. There you go, sir. Is it feeling better? Balanced? More, a little more balanced? It should, right? I mean, really, because what we're doing is we're following our shoulder line here, you know. So a lot of times we go this way, and then now we a little bit too off balance. All right, so now here's the tricky part. Okay, so every Poomsae starts off by turning to the left, you know, unless you're red belt or senior red belt and above, right? So because of this, right, we have to be able to bring our feet like this when we get ready to turn. So we need to make sure that our left leg doesn't stay on the line that my right foot is on. I actually needed to come behind and get that proper spacing. So this is where, if you're looking at my feet, if my toes are on the line, when I turn, I want to bring my left foot behind, about 1 foot width behind the line. And then I want my right foot to stay on the line here for that first low block, like in Kiban Irchang, Taegu Girchang, Taegu Gichang, Taegu Samjang. All right. And then when you step forward to punch, you just want to follow that line straight out. Okay. Now, then when you make that turn to the other direction, when you go to your 180, you can't stop on the same line that the left foot is on. That is incorrect. Once again, we have to get that spacing across, so we have to actually move this foot even further back. So the first 4 movements of a Poomsae, we're moving backward a little bit for the spacing, okay? So this is where, like I said, it's gonna frustrate a lot of you because you're so used to moving from line to line that you're not gonna be able to. So take your time with this, right? Don't be mad. Don't be frustrated. Don't be mad. Don't be frustrated. Mm-hmm. Nope. You did a heel turn. So look, so from here, from a side view here, right? I'm gonna do my first one here, 2, right? My second one is here, you see? So you see how far I've gone back? So it's the same thing here. We want from here, when we make this turn, we want the foot to be 1, right? So we want to hit this line here for that, right? And then when we make this turn, we want another foot laying here. So we want that foot to get all the way back to here. It's a pivot, yes. Uh-huh. No, it should, yeah, theoretically, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, so yeah, basically here. So if I start on the line, sir, and I do my second movement there, when I turn, you see how far I'm off the line? Yeah, I'm off 1 foot width, right? I can see the frustration building. I'm gonna stay away. Oh, that's better, sir. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yep. Improving. That's what that is. Yes. Yeah. Yep. So you guys have to make sure that you're, whichever way I'm facing, right? That's the direction. My feet should always be apart. They should never be on the same line. So when I turn and do the other side, it'll be the same thing. So for like senior yellow belts and above, right? In Taekwondo Ijang, you have a part where after the high blocks, you go and turn, you do your inner block here, right? When we pivot to the other side, it's just not a pivot. Okay, you actually have to move your foot. You have to pivot this foot out, and then you have to slide the right foot closer to the mirror to create that spacing, right? So here you make your first inner block here. You're spaced out 1 foot width here. When I turn for that second one, I have to move this foot over more so that I have this 1 foot spacing on this side. So I'm moving forward toward the mirror. So pivot on the, yep. And everything is a ball of the foot turn, not a heel turn. Yes. All right. Once again, it's okay right now, but you get 10 to 20 years in, you can be like, why is my hip hurt? Why is my lower back hurt? Yeah. So. Okay. So this exercise is really easy to practice with Kiban Irchang, right? Just taking your time. Everyone knows Kiban Irchang. It's an easy Poomsae. It's just low block and punches. So working on your stances on Kiban Irchang, this is the easy way to practice. Just slow, no power, just getting the footwork down. A little bit wider, sir. See, because right now, right, if you were to bring this foot back and see how wide you are, you're actually supposed to be this wide, right? 1 foot width in between the feet. So the way we measure the width is going to be from the space between the big toes. Does that make sense, sir? Yeah. So I want a 1 foot width from between the big toes. So that's how wide apart my feet should be at any point. Yes, yes, absolutely. So the question was, does the body turn? Because when you have 1 foot in front of the other, your hips are going to be slightly off alignment, right? It's not going to be straight. So that means that your shoulder should also be the same way. So if you're blocking or you're punching, the hand that you're blocking with or punching with, that shoulder should be slightly forward. Okay? The angle should match. Your upper body angle should match the hip and the shoulders. Okay? You got it, sir. Yeah, there you go, sir. Kiban Irchang is easy. When you get to like Taekwondo Irchang and Taekwondo Gijang, Samjang. So, but if you can get this part down, then front stance and back stance are the exact same. All right. So if you want to, go ahead and work on your Poomsaes for the remainder of class. Ask any questions that you might have. Just raise your hand. Go ahead and work on your different Poomsaes. Both knees are bent, and you sit. 1. Yes. Mm-hmm. You know Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
You know how he does his little thing, his little hip thrust thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, right? You sit. Boom. All right. Here. Kick and 2. Okay. Yes. Go ahead. Sir. But all your weight really should be on your back leg, your rear leg. Mm-hmm. So here, right? And then if I do this side, here. There should be no weight on this front leg, really. So when you kick, you obviously you'll put the weight on there because you're transferring the weight here. Boom. But then when you come back, you have to get back to the back leg. Oh, you moved your foot back. That's nice. See? It was working. Come up and forward. Mhm. Yes. No, typically, well, like cross stance, like when you do a cross stance, it's gonna be on the same line, right? When you take a paichang, right? When you do this crossover, right? Your heels aren't. You're still in the same line, right? Toes or heels, right? So it's all this. The diamond stance is an angled front stancer. So the line is still right. Boom. We're just staying on the line. You have to step all the way directly across. One, and then move the foot out. That way you stay on the line. Bring it out a little bit further, sir. And pivot. You want to pivot as well. Every turn, you really want to pivot. The only time you don't pivot is if you're doing a back stance, right? So take a sajang, you wouldn't pivot here. But if we're doing a walking stance or a front stance, we need to pivot. If we're doing a tiger stance, we need to pivot. I didn't need that mirror anyway, sir. Yes, sir. Correct. Yep. Yes. Yes. So yeah. So you're in your back fist motion here. So then the left foot moves to the side. Left hand comes forward, and punch. Walking stance. These are your two walking stances. Yep. And then we go to the other side.
So that's right. Pivot.
Correct. So yep. So then you're out here. No, bend and fist. So here, that way you can pull.
What's this arm doing while I'm doing the pivot?
Sir, it's gonna pull.
You go straight.
Yep, and now pull.
Into my foot's already set.
Correct. And then you pull in. Yes.
Punch.
Correct, sir.
And then low block.
Yep. So then when you go to here, you see how I transition to front stance. 1, 2, and then that's the easy transition there, obviously.
Yeah, the pivot and the.
Yeah. So basically, after the back fist here, I'm going to keep that hand forward kind of here, but I'm just going to turn my wrist, right? And then at the same time, I'm going to bring my left hand behind me, and then I'll bring it forward. 1, 2. Now here, oh no, it'll be left, right. So now when I make that transition to the other side, sir, what I'm going to do is, as I'm pivoting on my left foot, I'm going to extend my left hand out. I'm going to pull my right hand back behind me, and then pull it forward. Yes. And then you'll pull this hand. Yep. So pull forward 1.
Straight.
Yes. Pull it in. Just pull that in. Yep. So 1. So when you step, you'll pull 1. Yeah. So you're pulling in and bringing the other hand forward. Yes.
Is it like this or is it like
90-degree angle. Yeah.
so?
Yeah. The more you flatten it out, then it's harder to block, right? We're blocking against a midpoint attack. So you want that 90-degree angle. So that way you want to ideally block here, but if you're off a little bit, you still have this to block with. right? So, but a lot of people, when they do this block, when they do this, they tend to flatten out. And we don't want to flatten out because then obviously it opens up, exposes. So, correct, sir. Yep. Sure, correct. So a lot of times, like I said, we try to maintain that 90-degree angle, 90 to maybe at most 120 degrees of the angle here. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah. So here, a lot of times I always tell people here. So don't adjust. Just bring the elbow down, and keep that. Don't move your wrist at all from here. Just bring it down, and then you'll get that feeling of how much of an angle it's supposed to be. And you'll notice that that elbow is kind of close to the body instead of out here. If I want to maintain this angle, this shoulder width. Okay, one more minute. We'll finish up. Any questions in the back row? Any questions? No questions? Okay. Mr. Krause, any questions, sir? Or are you okay? You're the Greenbelt Poomsae? Yeah. Taeguk Samjang? Sam? Uh-huh. Correct. After we did the 2 knife hands, we turn into knife hand and punch. No step. So you're gonna shift. And the other side, knife hand, shift and punch. Then we come forward, inner blocks. 1, 2. So this block is the same as the previous one where you do the knife hand strike. It's the same way. So it's the opposite hand. Then we do just like the beginning. All right, so spin, low block, kick, double punch. Other side. Kick, double punch. And then we turn to the back, low block punch. Step, low block punch. Front kick, low block punch. And front kick, low block punch. There you go, sir. Okay, sir. Yep. Back fist. Side back fist. Kick and yep. Kick your hand, hit your hand. Yes. Straight across, yes. Single knife hand block. It's just a single knife hand. So it's just one. Oy. Oy.
But I'm in back stance.
Yeah. Horse riding stance. Yes. Yes. All right, let's line back up, please. Let's finish up, everyone. I know it's a lot of information, all right? Just you got to practice and work on the spacing of those front stances. That will, or excuse me, walking stances. That'll help you with everything that you do. All right, from here, face the flags, please. Chirit. Kukiye de Kyungnep. Turn and face your parents, please. Chirit. 부모님께 경례. Turn and face me. chirit. 사부님께 경례. 운동 끝. 정말 네요. Have a good night. Class dismissed. Good job, everyone.